I'm Craig Lee.
I'm Robb McGee.
And this is Real Talk with Robb and Craig on Thursday, the first one we're doing in 2022.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, January 6, 2022. And today, first we want to say we hope everyone had a great holiday season.
Yeah.
We did a lot of stuff. There's been a lot of stuff happen with our little office in the last couple months. First off, I want to say, everybody in our office, we cowbell rang, and
for the Salvation Army,
Army, through Christian Motorcycle Association, the Ambassadors for Christ, which I'm now the president of our chapter. Robb and Janet. Lana is the secretary. I said Robb and Janet because they're both joining this year.
Yeah.
And this is my new mug. It's a Harley mug with my name on it because I'm cool like that. Thank you, Lana, for that. I want to talk. I did a couple weeks ago, a month or so, maybe longer. And I said
a little update here.
I had a little heart issue. The funny thing was, the EKG was great. The echiogram thing was great. But I had 100% blockage on my right side and 90% on the other, which I guess on the 90%, if that one would have hit, I would have not been here doing this show today.
It's the Widowmaker. Anybody who's familiar with heart issues, that's the left anterior descending artery, and they call it the Widowmaker, and Craig had a 90% blockage in that, and would have made Lana a widow. So thank God he went in, had a stent put in, and he's feeling great. Generally, still recovering.
It's like every other day because I'm not smart enough to not push myself to the limits.
Yeah.
Then the next day,
he's tired. The next day,
out.
Yeah. His body's still recovering, but when we got the report from Lana, she called Janet and I and told us the 90% blockage, and I was like, okay, so that's going to be a stent. And then she goes, and then there was 100% blockage on another artery. And I couldn't even understand. I'm like, 100%? Well, I mean, that's a heart attack. I mean, that 100% blockage, that's damage to the heart. Craig's heart had done its own bypass around that blockage. Everybody at the hospital said it was a miracle. It's very unusual. It was divine intervention. And so you're looking at a miracle sitting right there. No damage to his heart, no heart attack.
It all seems unreal to me.
Yeah.
Because I will tell you guys, if you're in our age group and you think that you're fairly active and most people aren't an idiot like me when it comes to this stuff. Heart attacks do run in my family, but this has been going on for me for a couple of years, where I would just get up to go mow the yard, and our front yard is small, and it would feel like I hit my funny bone on my left arm. It wouldn't feel like where you would think, or I would think, that was hurting. It was up in here, and I thought maybe it was just a muscle that I pulled or something. My jaw would hurt, all the normal signs. We go into the doctor, they do the EKG, and 8 years ago, Robb and I both had a little symptom, and come out that we were fine.
Did a stress test, and we both passed it,
My concern was, this is all in my head, and so the EKG said, your heart's great, your heart's strong. My wife is the one who said, no, he needs more testing.
There's something else going on here.
Then I go and have another EKG done. Guess that's perfect. But then I did the stress test, and they stopped it in 4 minutes. And
he failed.
Walked me down. The doctor for the VA walked me down to the pharmacy to give me, what are those pills that you take if you nitroglycerin? So I have
on something else too.
Yeah,
blood thinner.
I'm on blood thinner. I'm on heart attack and stroke med pill. I take pills like crazy now, but I'm still alive. I'm still blessed, and I'm thankful. My point to all this is, if you feel anything and you're in our age group, go get it checked out. And if you really feel like you're super tired, or some of the things that I just thought, well, I'm 54.
And it's unusual for you. And
there were so many characteristics that I normally have, and one of them is my truck was dirty. And Lana said I knew something was wrong. because your truck hasn't been cleaned for months.
He's one of those people that enjoys washing his truck, polishing it, and it always looks like it just rolled off the showroom floor. And it's a stress reliever for Craig. That's one of the things he likes to do. Well, all of a sudden it looked more like my vehicle. I'm not one of the people that likes to wash my car. His truck looked worse than my car. That was a sign right there that something was wrong.
Well, I don't want to talk about it too much longer, but please, if you have any of those symptoms, go get checked out. And if the EKG comes back, the echiogram comes back, and you just feel like there's something not right, push for the angiogram.
You know your body better than your doctor. Yeah. You know if something's wrong. And thank God Lana insisted that he had further tests. And they did that angiogram, and that it saved his life. So we're glad he's still here. So.
Another thing that Janet signed us up for that we kind of got away from, and when I say it like this, I mean no disrespect. We, like most people, have allowed COVID at times to dictate what we do and don't do. Mm-hmm. And we shouldn't have done this. This is my fault. It falls on me. But we should have been giving blood all along. And we're
behind.
We are. Janet signed us up this month. If anybody wants to find out about it, we're going through Cascade Regional Blood Center. Yeah. And Janet will help with that. Or call me or Rob. We'd love to help. Yeah. So that's part of this year. The day that I walked out of ICU, I also got a phone call from Rob while my wife was driving home and let me know that I was voted in as the president of Ambassadors for Christ. So anybody that
he was voted in, he received his presidency in the hospital.
Yeah.
So
just a great group of guys and men and women. And so what we want to do this year is we want to do more giving back. We bell rang. Destination Harley allowed us to be Santa and his elves.
Yeah.
And what a great time.
Yeah.
There was, and I always say the kids always touch my heart with this. And I know that it's kind of goofy and corny, and that's how I looked at it before. But when you have a man, a grown man, say, I haven't had a picture with Santa in 55 years. Tara said, are you telling the truth? He said, yeah, I was 5 or 6. My mom made me do it, and I just did it for the first time in 55 years. And you know what? I won't ever forget that. That was cool.
Yeah.
The little guy that ran up the week before we started doing it.
You may have seen him on when we did our last remote from destination. Yeah.
His granddad is a retired fire chief out of Tacoma, and he saw that, and it just made his day.
Yeah.
And not only did it make his day, hearing that from Tara, it makes our day.
Yeah.
I started growing that crazy thing this past year, the 1st of September, and I'm probably going to continue that. I had a pretty full beard. I do look like a crazy Santa, but I'm blessed to get to do that. It's just fun. I know this is not your normal what we're talking about today, but we want to say we're thankful for everything we've had so far. We want to give back as much as humanly possible.
Yep.
We are going to have a busy year. We're going to do a planning meeting this Saturday for my motorcycle chapter. And that kind of ties into everything that Rob, Janet, and Lana allow me to do here as well, because they're all part of that as well. So we all work together with that.
And we wanted to give all of you an update. We've had a few folks ask, how is Craig? Because we hadn't done a video right before Christmas. So we just wanted to give you that update, let you know what we're planning for the year. But I also wanted to touch on just a little bit of business, if I could.
Yeah, please.
I'm helping a client right now who has been thinking about taking cash out of his property. He started talking to me 6 months ago. During the last 6 months, his value of his home has increased $60,000.
Wow.
Difference from 6 months ago. So now he's got the equity he needs to accomplish what he wants to do. We're helping another client build a garage. They've never had a garage. They want to have one. Now they've got the equity in their home to take out. The home is going to pay for them to build that garage. It's just a small adjustment to monthly payment. Makes it just very affordable and easy. I want to encourage everybody to remember, you have more equity in your home than you realize. The market around here has been going up so fast. Appraisers are having a hard time keeping up. That's how quickly it's increasing. So if you've thought about taking cash out, and I know we've talked for months now about all of 2021, we saw interest rates increasing, and we're seeing that's going to continue in 2022. It's what everybody's expecting. But we are, even though rates are going up, they're still great. It might be lower than where you're at right now, and I guarantee you, you have equity. If you've been thinking about making an addition to your home or remodeling, or you just want to pay off high interest credit card debt, this could be a really good time. Take advantage of that equity. It's at historic highs. Most generations haven't had this kind of equity to pull from, and it can change your life.
I want to touch on, we just did a refinance for someone who did a purchase last year. I'm not going to say who they did the purchase with. It was not with us.
Yeah.
But last year, rates were better than this year. This person has excellent credit. The debt-to-income ratio is great. And this, I won't even say what kind of loan it was, but it was one that this person and this couple should have been taken care of. They come back with us a year later. We do the cash out refinance. Lowered their interest rate. And that kind of irritates me in the sense they were driven over to use someone else, and that's fine. And everybody's has the right to do. Guys, if you really care about somebody in your family that you know is looking to refinance, just let them talk to us. Yeah. You know, we don't do the smoke screen and all that corny stuff. We don't tell you, hey, your rate's going to be 2%. Oh, but there's 4 points that's going to get to take you there. You know, we let you make those decisions based on as much information as we can give you. When somebody has done that, and I know that they didn't realize, and they were happy at the time, but they didn't realize that they had been taken advantage of. Mm-hmm. And that's where we come into it. And if anybody knows anything about us over the last 20 some years, we want to help people. And whether you do the loan or not with us, let us at least talk to you about it. Let us find out what we can do and can't do.
And if you're getting a great program and a great rate, we'll tell you that. Hey,
absolutely.
This is great. Stay right where you are. We have people call us all the time. I'd like to refinance. You shouldn't. You know, if you shouldn't refinance, we'll tell you. But a lot of the time, you should, and we'll help you. We don't gouge people.
Yeah.
You know,
we just had so Janet and Lana call all of our clients throughout the year, and just to let them know that we're here. Just because your loan closed a year ago, we're still here. And one of my long-term clients, one of our long-term, because now we're for 10 years. But I'm not going to say, I can't say who it is because I don't have their permission.
Right.
But this gentleman said, "Oh, Janet, thanks for calling, but I only refinance when Craig tells me to." So it just
and right now we looked now it would not be a good move.
No, for this person doesn't need to cash out. And there's always options for cash out or that kind of stuff. But for just doing a rate term refinance, it's probably not going to help a lot of people. But the ones that we want to go out to.
Right.
So I know it was a long one today, guys. I apologize.
We had to catch you up, so
we're back. I got something super exciting happening this weekend, and that is my Ultra Limited is getting new handlebars on it. And
you've been waiting a long time for those.
Super excited about that with the new Empire hand grips, heated hand grips, all done through Destination Harley-Davidson. And I'll tell you, that's where I take my bikes. And everybody's got an opinion, but I'll tell you what, that's how I look at it. It's my store.
And here in the winter, when you don't want to be riding in the rain or the slick roads, they come out to you.
They come and
pick up your bike, take it and do the work, and there's no charge, no extra fee for that. What great service!
Shout out to Alan for always taking care. If anybody ever wants a rundown on my 2017 Ultra Limited, I would.
He loves to talk about it.
I love it. The Springer is a show bike. I showed it one time, and I told Rob I'm never showing it again.
He took best in show, so he quit. He's like, I'm going out on top. So.
That's it. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening to us. I hope you stay through the whole thing. Go to www.realtalk.mortgage. It'll take you right to our YouTube channel, along with a couple of years of this. And we will be much more consistent, and we'll have more guest speakers, because I'm sure you don't.
We've got some guest speakers planned that are going to be fun. So keep tuning in.
And we always try and tie a knot with the Harley-Davidson dealership, because Ed Wallace Jr. is phenomenal. Tara, in fact, that's where my motorcycle chapter is going to start having the fourth Saturday of every month at 9 o'clock in Silverdale.
Yep.
We are going to start having our chapter meeting there. So if anybody wants to go, donuts and coffee on us, give us a call. I would love to have you come out. I'm Craig Lee.
I'm Robb McGee.
And that's Real Talk with Robb and Craig.